Am I the asshole for changing the locks on my own house and leaving my parents and brother on the curb with a moving truck? My mother is currently spamming my Facebook wall, calling me a heartless monster who hates babies. Here is the situation. I'm the black sheep. I moved out at 18, worked 3 jobs, put myself through college, and bought a 4-bedroom house last year. My brother, Tyler, he's the golden child. He's 28, still lives with our parents, and has never held a job for more than 3 months because bosses don't respect his vision. Tyler's girlfriend just announced she's pregnant. My parents were thrilled. They called a family meeting last Sunday. My dad sat me down and said, "OP, we're so proud of your big house, but it's too much space for one person. Tyler needs a stable environment for the baby." I thought they were asking for a loan. Nope. My mom smiled and said, "We've decided that Tyler and his girlfriend are going to take the master suite. You can move into the finished basement apartment. It has a separate entrance so you'll still have privacy." I laughed. I thought it was a joke. When I realized they were serious, I told them to get out. I told them my house is not a commune. My dad got red in the face and said, "You selfish brat, family helps family." I kicked them out. I thought that was the end of it. But this morning, I got a notification from my doorbell camera while I was at work. It was a moving truck. My dad was using a spare key, which I gave him for emergencies, to unlock my front door. I rushed home. Update 1. I pulled into the driveway and blocked the moving truck in. My dad came running out, waving the spare key. He yelled, "We're just moving some boxes in. We can talk about the basement arrangement later, but the baby needs a nursery setup now." I snatched the key from his hand. I didn't scream. I just called a locksmith on speakerphone right in front of him. But here is the twist. While we were arguing, my mom started crying hysterically. She wasn't crying because I was kicking Tyler out. She confessed, "We don't have anywhere else to go." I asked what she meant. Turns out my parents didn't just want Tyler to move in. They sold their house last week. They cashed out their equity to pay off Tyler's gambling debts and invest in his new business idea. They assumed, without asking me, that they could all move into my house. They are homeless. They have 0 assets. They bet everything on the idea that I would just roll over and let them take over my property. I looked at the moving truck full of their stuff. I looked at my brother who was sitting in the cab smoking a cigarette, not even helping. I told the locksmith, "Change every lock. Charge me double for the rush." Then I told my parents, "You have until the truck rental expires to find a motel. Get off my property." So, Reddit. My entire extended family is calling me evil for making my pregnant sister-in-law and elderly parents homeless. But I feel like if I let them in for one night, I'll never get them out. Am I the asshole? This is a nightmare. Imagine your parents selling their own house, assuming they could just steal yours. That is a level of delusion I can't even process. What would you do? Would you let them stay in the basement, or would you hold the line? Let me know in the comments. This has been Reddit Rails, keeping your stories on track. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.